Now, a lot of people are intimidated to work from home because they think that you necessarily need a full blown office to work from home, and that's not necessarily true. There are some companies that will send you equipment, and some companies that basically tell you to bring your own device. Now, whenever you are looking to work from home, you want to make sure you got a pretty good PC or a laptop. Now, most companies do not accept laptops. Some do, some don't. But most times when working from home, you want to make sure you get a PC within maybe like a few years old, maybe 3, 4 years old. Anything older than that, it could start getting into technology problems. Now, speaking of PCs, I want you guys to go down. You can click in the comment section below. It will pull up this page for you guys. Under equipment, you guys can click on PC/desktops. It will take you over to an Amazon page that I marked just for you guys. Now you can go down, and if you are trying to choose a computer within a certain range where you don't want it to be that high, for instance, if you want it to be under $500, you can click here. And so it'll show you everything that's under $500. Always make sure you guys read the reviews, and yeah, just make sure you read the reviews. Make sure you always do your research. Some of these do say renewed, so that's like they were used and someone did work on them somewhat and get them back up and working. If you want new, you can click on new. If you scroll down the left hand side all the way to the bottom, you guys can click on new. If you don't care about renewed, you can just keep going. As you guys see here, there are a few like this Acer here. There's $499.99. There is a computer here. Now, if it's a brand and you've never heard of it before, just make sure you do the proper research. They do say this is a HP, this is a HP. So just make sure you guys do the research, and back on to the rest of the video. Today, I'm going to take you guys through a little checklist. Now, I always give you guys work from home jobs, but today I'm going to try to set you guys up. So every month, I'm gonna basically throw in a video like this to show you guys some of the things that you need, and I'm gonna give you guys a link to some of those items so you guys can go over to Amazon and find some of those items if needed. Now, no matter if you're going to be an independent contractor or an employee, you have to make sure you have everything that you need up front. Now, when it comes to equipment, you want to make sure, like I said before, you want to make sure that you have a PC, and you want to also make sure that you have a headset. Now, a headset, 9 times out of 10, it needs to be a USB headset where you connect it into your PC using a USB. Now, I'll show you guys somewhere on the screen what a USB is so you guys will know what to look for, and I'll put a link below for you guys to some USB headsets. Now, along with working from home, even before the equipment, you want to make sure that you have access to the internet. No matter who is your ISP provider, your internet service provider, you want to make sure that you have some good, fast internet. Most job descriptions, whenever you look down the application, I make sure I go over that most of the time. It'll tell you how much you need for your upload speed and how much you need for your download speed. And you cannot get away with most companies if you have Wi-Fi or you have those portable hotspots. It's just not gonna cut it for most work at home jobs. Now, after you have the internet and the equipment, you have to start thinking about your resume. Now, if you don't have any work experience or you do have work experience, you want to make sure you basically jot that down on a resume. Now I have some resources for you guys, and all of this will be on the same thing. So along with the links to the headsets and PCs and different things of that sort, I'll also put a link for you guys to a resume builder. You guys can do that through Indeed. Indeed has a great resume builder. And so you'll be able to build your resume that way. Now, I want to tell you guys, a lot of people pay for their resume to be built for them. I would not advise you to do this when it's free services for you to do it. Or I'll send you guys over a link to a template that you guys can use. Even if you don't have any work experience, you never want to pay for anyone to do anything that you can do on your own. You can build a resume with your phone, you know, going on Indeed or using Google Docs or something of that sort. Now, after the equipment and the resume and the internet, you want to think about your workspace, basically the area that you will be working in. Now, my favorite thing to do is to have my back against a wall and make sure that there's no window behind you. Now, the reason why you want to do this is when you are going to go to an interview, we'll just use that for instance. And you're talking to someone and you may have to be on camera. You want to show them that you have a way where no one can see what's on your screen. Or if you make it and you get the job and you go through training, a lot of times they will tell you to make sure your back is against the wall or make sure there's no one else in the room with you. So when you're trying to find out where your workspace is going to be, it's best to put your back against the wall. Now, a lot of us, whenever you are starting out working from home, you don't have a workspace, or you're in an area and it's someone else in that area with you. Now, having your back against the wall, that helps a ton, because I know when I first started working from home, I have 2 kids. And at that time, they were really young. And I hate to say it, but a lot of us have a situation where we are not able to isolate ourselves off from everyone. So having your back against that wall and having, a way to tell everyone to be quiet, I know it's not the most professional thing, but here on my channel, I just want to tell you like it is. You want to make sure that you give off the illusion that your home office is exactly what it should be. Now, along with that, you want to make sure that you move away any devices. You want to make sure that you don't have any TV that's loud. You want to make sure that there's no phones or tablets or iPads around, things of that sort. And if it is, you want to make sure that the sound is not on. And you want to make sure the brightness is at a range where if something was to go off, it won't reflect on your face or your shirt or something of that sort. Now, I know I'm going a little bit on the outside of what's needed, but I just want to tell you guys what it is while I'm thinking of these things. Because I know a lot of people, they go through training, and after they start training, a lot of these things become an issue. But if you were to fix them before and get prepared before and know what may happen, you won't run into any hiccups. And you also want to make sure the area is well lit. You want to make sure that there is enough light around for you just to sit comfortably. No matter if you are on a camera or not, you want to make sure that you're in an area that's conducive with, you're being, you're well energized, not a nice chill spot where if you sit for too long, you become sleepy, things of that sort. Now, when it comes to looking for a job, now I want to make sure I put this out first, because there's been a lot of this going on in some of these Facebook groups, and I have started a Facebook group. So whenever I come live and I give you guys work from home jobs and different things of that sort, you guys will be able to go there or my Ko-Fi page. But basically, don't ask or pay anyone to take assessments for you or fill out applications. I am seeing a lot of Facebook groups where a lot of people are paying for assessments and paying for folks to do their application for them. That is a huge no-no, because believe it or not, whenever you filling out an application, they're taking down your IP address. Now, I could see if you go from your phone and your desktop or your iPad to do something, but something like your iPad and your desktop, it would have the same, it would be going off the same IP address. And 9 times out of 10, your phone will too if you're connected to Wi Fi and your phone has its own, IP address. Don't get caught up in paying someone to do something and then you end up getting caught up in that whole whirlwind after their calls. No matter if you've been on the job 2 months or 2 years, if they go back and see that IP address had something to do with you, you're out of the door. So don't pay anyone to do anything that you can do on your own. Whenever it comes to anything work related, that's a huge no-no. And you can get a fine and you can get jail time for doing that. So just stop yourself before you even want to do it. Now, when it comes to looking for a job, you want to make sure you do the proper research, no matter if you get it from me or someone else on YouTube. I try to make sure I always go to the source. Whenever I insert a link anywhere, I'm linking you guys straight to that job. I don't put any type of anything to the end of the URL for tracking and different things like that. I'm just here to give you guys jobs because it's something that I wish that someone would have did for me when I was looking for work from home jobs when I first began. Now, when it comes to applying, like I said before, you want to make sure that you do it on your own. And you want to make sure that you're paying attention to what you're putting down. Don't stress the truth. Just put down what should be put down. Don't try to put down a little bit extra. You did a little bit more. You did a little bit less. Be yourself. Go in being yourself. That's all you have to do. When it comes to assessments, take them on your own. Know when it comes to some jobs will have it where you fill out the application and before you get done, you have to take the assessment. Just know whenever you start to fill out an application, it can take anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. So somewhere within there. So if they don't put the assessment in the application, they can put it after you click submit and they can send it to your email. So just know whenever you get started filling out an application, you could be sitting for 45 minutes to an hour to fill out that whole application. So just keep that in mind. If you want the job, you have to do the work to get the job. Now, after you fill out the application, after you click on submit, please watch your email. I don't know how many people fill out job applications and come to me a month later saying that they didn't see the email because it was in their spam. Whenever you fill out a job application, check your spam or junk folder. If you're on Gmail, check your promotions. Check all through your email when you're looking to see if someone is sending out some type of response. I would say as soon as you fill out that job application, you can maybe let an hour pass, maybe, but I've had jobs that reply to me even quicker than that. Make sure that you always pay attention to your email. And something that I should have said before, but email addresses. Please, email addresses are free. No matter if you go through Google, Outlook, no matter what you're going through. What you're using. You can go to Gmail and create your own email. please make sure it sounds professional. It can be your first name, last initial, two little bitty numbers, something like that. Please don't let it be a nickname or something lewd or, something where you seem like you ain't have anything else to do and you just chose something random. Choose something that sounds professional. It can be your first name, it can be your last name, some initials. Don't let it be something like Twerk Queen 85 or something like that. No, let it be something professional because that's what they are responding to. You don't know how many people I talked to that was in, you know, a part of recruiting. And once they seen people email addresses, they will pass over that one, even if you're qualified, to see what the next people, what the next candidates have and if they're going to call them or if they're going to email them or not. You have to stay professional at all times. Now, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm working to get into contact with more people in recruiting so I can bring that to my channel so that can be a part of my channel. But until then, I'll see you guys. I'll try to bring another work from home job for you guys for tomorrow. And if not, it'll be there Monday. Love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Now, the links to everything will be down in the comments section below. It will be pinned. So everything I told you guys that I have for you guys afterward, all you got to do is click on that link. It'll send you over to my website and you guys will see everything there. I'll see you guys tomorrow or Monday.